everyone, so today I am going to do a bit of a different video. It's about books because I know a lot of people are into books but they don't really tell a lot of people that they read and stuff, so I'm just going to go through. I think I've got I've got 4 books that are my favourite at the minute, or previous books that I've read and I've thought, yes, that is a great book. So I'm just going to get right into it because there's no point going on. Okay, so the first one is an obvious because a lot of people love this book, and it is The Hunger Games. This is Catching Fire. If you don't know the story of The Hunger Games, basically it's a group of people. There's 12 districts and it's a group of people that have to fight to the death and to win sort of food and status for their district. So the main characters are from District 12, which is one of the districts that are not very wealthy. The 2 main characters are Katniss and Peeta, and they go against each other. You get 1 boy and 1 girl from each district, and they go against each other and fight. And then there's supposed to be 1 winner, but in actual fact they both win the first Hunger Games, and Catching Fire is the carry-on book from that. There's 3, it's a trilogy, and honestly it's a great read. The book itself is quite long and the story sort of waffles a bit, but it is definitely worth a read if you're into sort of fantasy world, sort of, I don't know, what would you call it? It's very distinct, let's just say that. So that's the first one. Secondly is the most recent book that I've read, and that is Soulmates by Holly Bourne. It's a love story to end the world, apparently, the cover says. I'll read the back for you. Soulmates do exist, but not as you think. Every so often 2 people are born who are the perfect match for one another, soulmates. But what if meeting your soulmate is earth-shattering, literally. An epic, electrifying and extraordinary debut about falling in love. It basically is a sort of, I'd say a teen fiction. It's about these 2 people, they meet, they're both quite sort of from different backgrounds, and then they end up falling in love, but then certain events happen and then people sort of get hurt by it, you could say, but honestly it is amazing. I definitely recommend reading it. It didn't take me that long to read, even though it's quite a thick book, but honestly I was addicted. I started reading it and I was like, yes, this is amazing. This was recommended to me by my best friend Ellie, and she was like, please read this book, it's so good, and honestly it really is. So I definitely give that one a go. The next one is sort of an old classic. It's The Time Traveller's Wife. This book is a bit old, as you can see. It's a bit beaten up. This is quite an old book. It's sort of, yeah, it's quite self-explanatory once you start getting into it. The first couple of chapters are quite slow and you're like, what's going on? But then as you get into it, it's more of it's very chilling and very, very heartwarming, and you don't want to, you sort of relate to the wife, if you know what I mean. It's really strange. And this is by Audrey Niffenegger. I don't know how to pronounce the second name, but you'll find it if you just type in The Time Traveller's Wife. It's amazing. Definitely recommend this book. It says on the front, here's the next Lovely Bones, a rare book. The Lovely Bones, if you haven't read that, that is another one of my favourites, and that is quite intense as well, and they're both quite intense. So that's that one. Lastly is a very different book. It's called Ketchup Clouds. This is by Annabelle Pitcher. It says, I've done something wrong. What I've done is awful. And do you want to know the worst thing? I've got away with it. I'll read the back. Zoe Collins has a dark and terrible secret that she dares confess to no one. But one day she hears of a criminal on death row who knows all about secrets and lies and betrayal. Desperate to confide in someone, Zoe picks up a pen. These are the letters she wrote. It's basically a book full of letters that this girl had written to her sort of pen pal, but he's in prison in America on death row. Honestly, it's supposed to be a teen fiction, and I can see why, but it's quite dark, and I was addicted to this book. I could not put it down. I started reading it and I was like, oh, this is a bit strange. But then you get into it and you're like, yes, totally get it. Brilliant. And I definitely recommend that book. And she's got another book called My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece. I'm taking that title as sort of like her sister's passed away and they've got her ashes on the mantelpiece, but I don't know, it could be something completely different. But honestly, Annabel Pitcher, the way she wrote the book is like in letters, is sort of different to what you usually get from a teen fiction. Usually it's like beginning, middle, end. This was like beginning, end, middle, beginning, end. It's honestly so good. They are my 4 books I would say definitely try out. They are amazing. They're quite thick and I know you're probably thinking, oh no, I'm not reading all those books, but honestly, I'll just show you. These are amazing. So definitely go for that. That's all for today. I thought I'd do something a bit different. I'm just in the process. My next video is going to be my monthly favourites. I'm going to start doing that every month. Sort of clothing related, makeup related, and also just random favourites, sort of like my favourite music video, my favourite film, you know, of the month. So that's coming up next. I probably won't be filming the rest of the week, but I'm going to definitely go for it next week. I'm going to try and do 3 videos a week. So I will see you very soon. Hope you have a nice day. Nice bit of cleavage going on there. Alright, bye.